Hello and welcome back to an appropriately stormy time on the Stormreach Harbour. We've taken a vantage point here, getting absolutely soaked for the level 8 edition of Purple Rain, our Stormsinger life. Quite possibly the biggest, most impressive sewage outlet pipe ever, as I seem to like to find these things. And a view out onto the lighthouse and the harbour. Is that the Stormreach beacon that I keep hearing about there? I guess maybe so. And it's absolutely pouring down here, as you can see. Proper ducks weather. So, while we contemplate our future, let's have a look at the present. It's looking pretty good for us at the moment. I've got about halfway through Feywild. I had to take level 8 because we were getting close to being double capped. What was I going to say? Yes, talking of Feywild, I found a very nice item. Perfect for our build in there. Ring of Spring Storms, so dealing with sonic and magnetism. So I was able to reshuffle some of the scepters we had, so I've just got the Queen's one, like a general little bit of extra power, which is, you could argue that's redundant because we've got on the powers that we really want, except for positive, we've got insightful there. What we don't have is the cold one. So we've got glaciation and ice law on that. That is one of the forum posts from the anniversary event that takes place early in the year. Is it in the springtime or late winter, something like that, in the Fiarlan house? They can be pretty good. They deal with all the things you need for your like one specific spell power. So I've taken the liberty of acquiring a few of those over the years. We managed for the first time to sneak in a bonus from the level 7 Isle of Dread gear, because these two that you've already seen, the Pendant and Ring of the Sea, are Isle of Dread. You can see there the bonus for 5 pieces. I put this Blue Raptor feather in. It's registering as a level 8 because we've got a Diamond of Con 5 in there. But it's a very nice defensive item there. Bonuses, well, actually +5 to saves if you count the good luck one. And the resistance there. Sheltering for our PRR and MRR, which isn't too terrible on a caster at low level there. In fact, it's more than comparable with our monk, I guess, at this stage. What else did I add? Oh, the Sacrarium Suncatcher, obviously. Every caster we make, we have to have this for the +2 profane bonus to spell DCs, which I will say again, as I say every life, that's insanely good at this level. It would be quite acceptable at legendary level, that +2 bonus. And indeed, my caster druid has an item with a 2 profane bonus, a legendary item. So this at level 8 is superb. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just the boot slot was open because the Spark Souls job was being done then by this ring, magnetism and lightning law. So I just threw in a pair of boots that I found were part of the Isle of Dread set. I was thinking, well, this does really very, very little for us, but if it's going to net us the bonus 10 spell power, 10 PRR, 1 spell DCs and 1 on ability scores, then great, we'll use it. So that's what we're doing. What else did I put? I put the positive thing, as it so often seems to do, on the braces. It seems there are a lot of braces with positive bits and pieces there, like the castigators and the level 12 ones from the Lord's March chain that one of you suggested I try and get last life and I couldn't find. Otherwise, I just threw a Slave Lord's item that I had in there. We are benefiting from the charisma on there. The dex as well isn't terrible for a bit more reflex save. Spell focus mastery we have already on one of these items. There we go, so that's redundant. And otherwise, the only other thing I added, quite an important one, Mysterious Cloak, more healing amp, always better. Insightful MRR, so stacking with the sheltering item up here, which gives PRR and MRR. And also the Sapphire of Heavy Fort, very nice. So our fortification now is a more than acceptable 105 for the level. Now I do notice that we've got absolutely sod all in the way of elemental resistances, so I should probably try and do something about that. Do we have any spare slots? I could try and yeah, because the bard doesn't get resist energies, I don't think, does it? Do they? So I can see us having to go in unyielding and taking that energy resist thing, among other things. So how many open slots do we actually... Oh, that's a level 3 thing though, crikey. There's one there, but we're limited by what... let's just see if we happen to have anything in our bags. Hang on, fire we're okay for, aren't we? Cold 15, I don't think we are high enough. Oh, an 8. Don't really want to boost these up to 8. I can always superimpose it, can't I, if we need to use the same thing again. Go on then, we'll throw the cold one on that. If you didn't know, you saw that was a level 5 item. When you put an over level augment in for the level of the item, it takes on, you see now, minimum level 8. So we need to be level 8, or we remove or supersede that augment with something else. So I suppose we can do the same. No, we can't. We need a green slot, don't we, or a yellow slot? Not cool. They're all blue, aren't they? That's where the fire resist is coming from. Diamond of Dex we don't need because we have one in there, so I could superimpose that one with something. Let's say got to have electric or acid, haven't we? So let's have a look, see what we've got in the old box of tricks. That looks just about perfect. So you're not able to remove the augment without a jeweler's kit, and they cost DDO points, or it's a very rare dice roll, I think, if you're on the silver rolls like me. So my advice would be, unless it's a really treasured augment like a master's gift or something like that that's hard to get, just superimpose it, and next time you come to want to use the item, just throw something else on top if you need to. They drop all the time in the chests, these things, so it's not like they're difficult to get hold of. And you can find them for mysterious remnants and a bit later on at the giant hold vendors. So it's not they're not difficult nor particularly valuable, most of them. There are some exceptions, like the Sapphire of Heavy Fort in there. That would command quite a nice price. You could probably get 1 million or more platinum for one of those on the auction house, or maybe even some astral shards. Okay, just to say again, fortification 100, at level 8 is really strong, and I highly recommend you try and find one or two of those sapphires to add to your gear if you're doing like purple is at the moment, this regular TRing. So, where have we got to? We would just like some acid, if we can find some. Do we have a slot where we could fit one? I don't think that we do. No. So that's just going to leave us a little bit vulnerable to like burning blood, that kind of thing, but we'll have to deal with it. I was quite surprised the bar didn't get the the rain's cleared, look, the storm is over and the sun's shining through. Yeah, as an arcane, I was surprised the bar didn't get the energy resists, but I'm almost certain they don't, having checked on the spell lists. What else have we got listed here? Yes, being as this was my only real form of crowd control, the sound burst, you could say these little sonic blasts are a limited form, hitting a single target, and they're alright, they work, but nothing like this AoE effect. But I saw some serious limitations whenever up against golems, elementals, plants, all this kind of stuff. I mean, there's one quest in the Feywild, the one, oh, what's it called? The one up at the top by Bitterspine Palace. Is it Quid Pro Quo? The one with the bear, the polar bear at the start. I think it is. Littered with those plants and needlers and all. So, oh my god, and those topiary lions. And this was just useless against them. I was throwing it in for a bit of AoE damage, but that was the only defense we had to try and damage them down. I couldn't stop them. So, colour spray there. I don't think it would have stunned them. In fact, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't, but at least the blind would have taken the edge off some of the damage, and the incoming damage was nasty. Even with displacement, we struggled. I did it. I did well that half of the Feywild on Reaper 2, so I was quite pleased with that. And then taking the level 8, we have respect a bit the enhancement trees. I've had enough now of the Nyax Cold Ray. I wanted to take it to show you a little bit, and it has both good and bad sides. Obviously, any early SLA is nice. You can put your full metas on it, and it can hit like a tank at level. But we soon got to the stage, as you saw in some of the earlier recordings, where things were saving a lot of the time and taking just no damage, just laughing at us. Add to that the fact a lot was immune anyway, and we had something that I wasn't particularly keen to keep. So I swapped it out, put a combination of crit chance and dodge instead. So now you can see we have only 1% to dodge because I haven't put an augment. Oh god, have we by any chance got anything for dodge in there? If I could spell it right. I'm still messing about with this this keyboard, which has almost all the keys, the letters and things worn off. As stupid as it sounds, I've got a mouse because the mouse is broken as well, and a keyboard to replace it, and I still haven't done it. I don't know. I just get apprehensive about changing things in case I don't know, it doesn't feel right, or I don't I do something wrong and break something. I don't know. Just silly, I know. I can show you though. The best place to go to get one of these low level augments. If you have the dinosaur Isle of Dread expansion, you might be aware of these Randall Lyric augment traders, and I'm wondering, will it let me go there if I haven't done the first quest? No, it's not going to. Ah, blah. No, I can't do anything. I wonder if we can go to the Hall of Heroes and get one from there. From Mysterious Remnants. I'll check. This is another nice source of little augments to boost up your chances. Doesn't have everything, but has quite a few. Would have had all those topaz of resistance that I was looking for. Oh god, the spelling. No. Oh, that's a bummer. I'll just check my bank, make doubly sure we don't have anything in there, but I'm almost sure that we don't. Crafting storage would be better, wouldn't it? Dodge 1%, no. Not ideal. Okay, well, that's what we just took off. Maybe we'll have to give up on the positive side of things for now and just put the dodge thing back on. I think there. Dodge 5, spell saves 4. Let's throw that on, I think. So we're unfortunately losing. The spell power is neither here nor there because we've got this potency thing that's giving us a fair amount of positive anyway. But the positive crit chance to be losing is a bit of a pain. But at least now we'll have 6 dodge. So without realising it, you folks have helped me round out the gear. As we've mentioned, spell powers, let's have a look. I mean, the saves are looking good for this early level, all in the mid-20s, that's very nice. Armour class, I suppose we'd expect it to be a bit cruddy, but still a chance of 1 or 2 misses, perhaps. And the spell powers I'm very pleased with. We've got Cold Electric and Sonic, all in the early 200s, and look at the crit chances now. Cold and Electric, because we've taken this this line now in the Stormsinger tree. They're almost to 1 in 3 for crits. Now the reason I didn't go in there before was we only had that tiddly little Nyax Cold thing, which I've removed, and I was going to go on to mention that we're now into the realms of 2 tier 3 spell-like abilities. So we've got the Shout in the Spellsinger tree and the Snowball Swarm in the Stormsinger, and that's why I've focused a bit more on the cold side of things as well, and wanted to boost up this crit chance line. So that's why we've done that. So this will be the first time where we're rolling with both of these AoE options. So I'm hoping that will be productive. I still prefer the Shout one. You can see at the bottom there it scales up to caster level 15, that one. Whereas this one, for some reason, does less damage, I think, per caster level anyway, and only goes up to 10. I think I'm right in saying that. 4. That one's 4 to 9. And this one is 3 to 8. Yeah. So I don't quite know how that's worked out, but the snowball swarm is distinctly below, I think, the shout. If you have a choice between the two, go with the shout, in my opinion. Cure Serious we took as a spell. I'm glad I've written it down because I've not added it to the bar. We took that at level 8. So we will use that one now instead for our top-ups. Between fights. And the gear, I think I've mentioned pretty extensively already. So, I was saying, oh look at that, smashed up robe that we wore first off. We did have some tough times early on. Just sheer bloody mindedness. I seemed to insist on running Reaper where I really didn't need to early on. So I did, yeah, I got mauled more than once. But it hasn't happened lately. We seem to be in a much better place now. So I was thinking we could go and have a try at a pretty tough quest. Where are we? Actually, I was going to go in there and try the first bit of the second part of the Feywild, but maybe I could show you something a bit different this time. Maybe we could let's go and have a go at one of these. I don't think have I shown one of these before? If I have, certainly not often. Oh, can't we get in there? Or was that a failed teleport? Oh, okay. Right, so there are 2 quests in here at the moment in the Court of the Wild Hunt, and there's a raid as well. Is this where the what's it called? The one with all the red circles on the floor, which our little group can't do because it generally needs a few too many people than we have. I can't even remember what it's called because it's not one that we do very often. Now, Tulgi Wood here is an infamous quest on my list because the first time I went in I just couldn't orient myself and I was, oh god, it was so bad. I won't, now shall I show you? I'll show you the easier one of the two. We'll go for the Hunter's Hollow one here. And we'll not do anything too crazy. We'll leave it on Reaper 2. See how we go on. Okay, you can be the live recipients of the silver dice roll again. That's more like it. I think we bombed out and got a 1 or something last time, didn't we?
Breaks into a grin when she sees you.
Right, we do need to cast the blur now.
Comrade, I am glad to meet you here. It would be a great boon to this trial to have you by my side.
Now, unfortunately, with slavers' belt items, or this chain could go in the neck or the belt slot, as you know. But if we click on there now, it's going to default to the neck slot and mess up all my gear. So unfortunately, we have to manually replace it every time we click the shield. So that's less than ideal. Just a quick check on the DCs. 33 snowball, 34 shout, 32 sound burst, so not bad at all.
What a simple challenge! They must think us green as grass. We need only reach the master of the Hunt's sacred arena and defeat his champion. Surely we will claim victory.
Do you know, she's a bigger waffler, that one, than I am. I wish she'd move a bit faster and come and do some tanking for us. Okay. Is she gonna follow us? Yeah. Gotta get rid of that thing. Oh, why didn't we get more damage there? Almost nothing happened there. Okay. Not terrible. Could have been better, but not terrible. Now I think we've got some beetle things lurking down this corner here. I can hear them. Where are they? Now those are really nasty damage-wise when they get going with the fire. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Don't want to be messing with that now. Let's remember there's a shrine there if we need it. Top up our health. Oh, that's nice. The old cure series. Very nice.
From the tunnels below.
So outside of combat, that is... I've seen a red crown at the back there. We took a pasting there, didn't we? Okay. Just wait a second and boom. Why am I not using the snowball swarm, you muppet? Oh, maybe that's why. They're immune. How can a fire beetle be immune to a snowball? That's ridiculous. The real answer to why I'm not using is I've only just introduced it onto that key and onto the hotbar, and that's why I'm just not used to having it there. Now this could get painful, couldn't it?
The giant is roused from its rest.
Ah, some tiny little bugs have come flitting into my home.
If you stay up there, I'll be more than happy. You stay there, pal. No problem at all here. I think there's an insane amount of lag here. Yes, there is. Now we've got a problem. Don't kill us. Oh, he might kill us, might he? He's tough. No, 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 no. Get out of there, get out of there. Oh my god. He was tough. Wow. Okay. Definitely use that shrine on the way back up. I think that's the first time I've squirmed like that since the last quest of the last life. The what goes up quest. When every other encounter was like, no, 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 no. Oh, come on. So we need 2 crests to unlock the way forward towards the end. And yeah, that was well uncomfortable. I suppose the quest level is a 9, isn't it? And we're on Reaper 2, so I was being a bit ambitious. Maybe I should have stuck with the original plan and gone with a level 6 one in the Feywild. saves in Reaper, yeah, mid to high 20s, very nice. Oh, I think I might have been guilty of leaving that, or maybe the game didn't register that I switched it back or something. That's always the danger when you use swapping things. You can very easily, especially if you're in the heat of battle, get it wrong and just leave the swap thing there and maybe break a gear set you've got or something like that. I'm not a huge fan of swappy items. I do it if I have to, but certainly not to excess like some would do. Can they get stuck in those traps as well? Well, that's more like it. The old snowball thing to the rescue there. That's more like it. Come on. It's time we were more on the front foot. I still can't get over those damn beetles being immune to cold. How does that work? I think we've got a plethora of things outside here. I would dearly like to drag them into our little log area. Well, we got what we wanted. Now can we deal with it? Yes. Yes, people. Yes. Now that's more like it. Order is restored. So that's where we're going, I think, at the end. But we need to go across here and get the other crest first. We're going in there through that little archway. I love the water, the colour, the vibrant colour here. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on? She's doing some tanking, bless her. Come on. We're not helping much, are we? They're made of tough stuff, those things. Okay. Yeah, the first time I did this I was drooling over the colours and whatnot. Okay. So there is an optional in here to go across to the I think it's a unicorn up there.
You see a unicorn resting upon a floating isle in the rear of the grove. Its
Oh,
voice
go on then.
echoes in the
You've
wind.
convinced me.
If you
I normally wouldn't, but
I will reward you
normally you'd just take
for
the
your efforts.
where is it, the crest here and go, because there isn't really much of a reward. I think it's just trash loot. But let's give it a go. Prestige will be the reward if we can make it. I wish we had the monk's wings here. Can we actually just get, or are we supposed to go? I think we're supposed to go this way round, aren't we?
The unicorn stands, her interest piqued.
Yeah, happy days.
The unicorn's voice rings in the air.
Oh, well done. Such an amusing and dexterous dance. Please, allow
Okay.
me to reward you for your generous performance.
Now where is she porting us back to? Ah, okay, right. I think we've got a couple of water elementals here, which does not please me because we've no way to contain them. Nice. That'll do.
A pair of sockets
The brute force
seem to
approach,
control
which
the
I get the
magical
impression
blade
we're going to
that
have to
seals
get
off
used to,
the
because our barbarian to be next time around is going to be needing that as well. I don't think from talking to some of you that the barbarian has much, if anything, in the way of crowd control, so that's not going to sit well with yours truly. Get in there, come on. Oh, we're taking some... I turned my back on a crown, that's inexcusable. Dearie me. Could have had no complaints there if he'd carved us up. Okay, chest in the middle is just a collapsing floor,
And
I
chest
think.
sits conspicuously in the center of this room.
But there's a load of stuff down at the far end here. Oh, why did I do that? Now that's one advantage of the snowball over the shout. The shout obviously is short range, the snowball can be medium to long, so that can be helpful. Now, can we persuade them to come and see us in here like the last lot did? I don't think we can, but the snowball there can hit them from there, so that's not bad. What's going on here, game? Oh god, the lag there was insane. She's actually doing a damn decent job. Now we're being found out on our acid resist, aren't we? I noticed we took a chunk of acid damage there.
As you exit the hunting lodge, you feel as if something is watching you.
Oh, I remember this. There's some kind of a crazy displacer beast in here. I remember trying this on Legendary Reaper and getting absolutely rangooned by this thing. Would at least like to survive to the end. We certainly can't crowd control it, can we? Come on. Nice. So maybe that's the solution. I've got to wait for her to... Come on then. God, she goes at snail's pace. Got to wait for her to come and help us in here. If she's gonna do that, then... Yeah, she's kind of following along with me, isn't she? So maybe I stick around here.
These stones are ancient, even for the Feywild. As the arena is entered, a massive...
Where is she? Oh, she's outside. Oh god. Okay, let's try and thin the field first. Really don't want to take too much damage because I can't heal it back while in combat. Ooh. Nice electric trigger there. Oh, he's lost half his health. Come on. Come on, we've got this. Oh, echoes of power. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I don't want him to reset, so I'll keep... that's a maximised sonic blast. Maximised and empowered. So I'll keep chucking that in, and if we get lucky, we could get the electric bolt like it did happen there. That was spawny, wasn't it? Yeah. Very lucky to survive there, but I'll take it. It's part of the charm of the channel, perhaps, to leave the element of suspense right to the end. I thought that was pretty good. A half decent illustration of where we're at. The snowball thing, although I keep knocking it, it does have some merit in that, as we saw there, we can hit a group from range, and that does have merit, at least down at this lower level. I think as we go further on, it's going to be more like tickling a group than hitting a group, but we'll use it, we'll take advantage of it while we're down here. See how we go on. I'm going to go on and complete the remainder of the Feywild, and then I'm not too sure. I guess we will see. What do we normally do after the Feywild? Possibly the Deneth chain for the Pirates saga, and there's a couple out there in Fiarland that are nice, the Tear of Dakan and the Gwilyn Stand, and of course there's the Isle of Dread, isn't there? So I guess that's where we'll be heading. Maybe we'll try and improve upon our collection of one docent for the Artificer. I'm on the lookout as well for great axes for the barbarian life we've got coming next time. I've got a little surprise for you for the epic journey in that. But in the meantime, I have found, actually I've got a little surprise for the heroic as well. I found something in the dinosaur, the Isle of Dread, that looks like it could do a pretty good job for us. Speaking to a few of you and just looking at a few builds in the forums, the consensus seems to be it's great axe for barbarian, and possibly investing heavily in the Ravager tree. So I think that's what we're going to try and do. And to that end, well, it'd be nice anyway, as I mentioned to one of you in the comments recently, to have a look at some different things, because we've done Greatsword and Falchion, haven't we, with the Eldritch Knight. So it would be nice to have a look and see what's on offer, what's desirable when you're leveling with a Great Axe build. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Okay, that'll do it for this one. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I'll speak to you next time. Take care.